Welcome back. Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Weekends on AM 1170. The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty. Joined as always by Mr. Jason Hall with Team Home Loans.
Realty. Did I say right?
What the hell?
I can't say it.
Why are you adding a letter between the L and the T?
I don't know.
It's just real T.
Realty.
Yes, that's it.
All right, just realty.
Realty.
It's the L-T. I don't know. It's the realty.
When you add an I, that's called reality.
Oh, wait, you guys aren't an IT company? I thought it was
Yeah, exactly.
Real IT?
Realty.
Man, Jason,
I'm
killing
on the
us
wrong
today.
show.
You know what? It's one of those issues that I've had my whole life that,
You never make this mistake. You always are good with it. Something
No,
today.
it's pronunciation stuff. There's certain issues, so there's some mental stuff there. I'm not as perfect as Kyle and Kyle, but I try my best.
I love it. Also
Hey.
in studio, we got Kyle Taylor with my iBox. Is that what it is?
Oh,
Is it going to be
gosh.
my iBox?
It's-
Hey, my box is pretty simple, right? Even I
So
can't
is
mess that
Realty.
one up.
we made it more confusing than it had to be, though, with the I in there. But
You guys, yeah, but that's why I always want to make sure people listening know it's M-I-B-O-X.
yep, it resonates.
So we were just talking about going to break here. The fun thing about you guys is you actually bring the storage box to you. Right?
Yeah.
So most homeowners literally got to pack up a moving truck, get a bunch of friends to help do that. They got to go down to a storage facility. They got to then unpack it. And I've had the time where dad's like, hey, I need help. I'm going to put this stuff in a storage shed for like a month. And guess what? He goes with the cheap one to save himself like $50 or $40.
Yeah.
And it's upstairs, through an elevator, through stairs, like on a third story.
It's brutal.
It's brutal, right?
And they're hot.
Yeah, it's super hot. And I'm like, how do people do this and not call Kyle at my box?
Well, we hope everybody calls Kyle at my box. But as far as our system goes, you're absolutely right. We take out a lot of the steps required to move or store. If you're looking to do like a self-service, DIY move, you're going to spend a lot of time, picking up U-Hauls, filling up gas, doing all those sorts of steps. And then if you have to go to a storage unit, you're going to be loading it, unloading it, loading it, unloading it, several times. So if you work with us, we drop off the container. But prior to that, one thing that's really unique about us and our clients really appreciate it is that if you call like any of our competitors or almost any storage company, even moving company for that matter, and you're trying to do it yourself, you try and call U-Haul, they'll tell you how many rooms the truck should fit. If you need a storage unit, they'll tell me how many rooms should fit in there. But if you call my box, you give us a call, we'll schedule an actual site visit, and we'll come out to your home. We'll meet with you professionally, check out exactly what needs to go, what does need to go. And then if, say, you're trying to sell your house and you may need other services. Hey, I need to get my windows cleaned. You can call our friends over at Patriot Window Cleaning. Or if you need to get junk removal, you call the J-Dog guys, which we work with them all the time. So we can help you out with other things while we're out there, and really kind of cuts down on I guess a lot of the steps you'd be having to do, phone calls you'd have to make.
Right.
We got a lot of referrals for you.
And so since you guys bring the box to the homeowner, what's the extra added cost? Just an average idea for a homeowner listening right now. Because, again, my dad was trying to save $50, and I would have gladly paid the $50 not to help him move twice and have to move it upstairs.
Our storage costs, so the 8 by 16 foot container, it's like a hotel. It's seasonal. It depends on availability.
Okay.
But right now, currently, if you were to call us and say, hey, I heard you on that radio show with Kyle Whissel, Whissel Weekends, we would say, hey, you get 15% off. So no matter what, if you give us a call and you mention Whissel Realty, then we're going to get 15% off. Right now, currently, they're $249 a month for an 8 by 16 foot container, which is in line and mark with everybody else. But if you call us, 50% off, call it, what's that, $211 somewhere in there?
Yeah.
So give us.
It's $36 off.
Yeah, you get a nice little discount. Yeah. So anytime you call and mention the Whissel team, you're always going to get a little discount. So that's nice to know. And if the Whissel Realty, Real IT, or is it Realty?
Oh, man. So you got everybody confused now.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Man. So the Realty? If you call Whissel Realty, they we'll give you a discount if you mention them. And if the actual realtors give us a call, or is it realtor?
Realtor.
Okay. Yes. If you're a realtor, we have a special rate for you, which I think most of the realtors already know that one.
You must have gone to the same school I went to, Kyle.
Yeah, the good old public education.
Good old public
East
education.
County Public Education.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
love
East
it.
County public
It
education.
is East
Good
County,
old Valhalla
man.
High School. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, if you guys want to get connected with Kyle over at MyBox, call us or text us. I'll make that introduction for you. This goes to my cell phone, 619-663-CELL, 619-663-7355. So, Kyle, give us kind of a situation where you've helped somebody lately.
Well, I mean, what really helps our customers out a lot is oftentimes you think I'm moving on, let's say, August 20th. I'm going to call today and just get a box delivered, call pods. And we get this happens a lot. I called pods and they're not unavailable to get me a container. So they find us somehow. Hopefully they call us first, but oftentimes they'll call us and they'll say, hey, do you guys have containers? Typically we do, and have a little more flexibility with our dates, and we'll always go the extra mile. So customers really appreciate that with our service, is that, we come to them, we're available, we jump right on it, we're responsive to their needs. But we've, helped out, families that are, having fires and floods, just general moving, whatever your need you can think of in life. We've probably experienced it. I've been doing it for only a year and a half, but we've been busy. I'm out there, pounding the pavement and making contacts. So we're getting the containers turned. But there's a lot of, what's the situation you might, think of where someone might need an emergency rush? I mean, have you ever had it come up? I can name a
the
couple.
emergencies are always, if you got your prized possessions everywhere covering up square footage, you're covering up dollars. And if we can do something where we can take some of those prized possessions and relocate them, sometimes we'll stuff them in the garage if we can, but in a scenario where there's just too much prized possessions, we will relocate those to, a MyBox, right? And we can get that stuff out of the way so that we can uncover the value that's underneath all of that.
Uncovering the value. So, yeah, absolutely. So decluttering stage is probably the main reason why we get calls from realtors.
You got in his head, Jason.
I got in his head.
Realtors.
Because you get in my head.
It's contagious.
It is contagious.
So the decluttering stage it's probably one of the best tools for a realtor to give us a call and just help us get some items out of the house, make the home look a little bigger and brighter. Sometimes the furniture is blocking things, and it's if you have a lot of big pieces, it can just be darkening the house. And your garage, this day and age, hey, most people have some toys, especially out in East County where we're all from. Might have a couple motorcycles. If your garage looks full, if you're storing all your decluttered items in the garage, that might scare away some potential buyers. Because I know when I bought my first home, first thing I did, went to the garage, checked it out. Okay, well, does the refrigerator come in the garage, or is that staying? Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. Garage is nice.
But if the garage is buried with stuff, it looks like a smaller garage, right?
Exactly.
That's
Well,
what
the
you guys
garage
are
looks
saying.
smaller, and it gives the impression that there's no storage in the house, so you got to store everything in the garage.
Ah.
Yep. So you
So
get
that's also a part of it.
you get a nice clean MyBox dropped off. Our containers are solid steel, well made in the USA. The steel is actually from the USA. We build them here in San Diego County. All the components come from the US, right? So we're trying to just make the neighborhood look better too by not having a 1960s shipping container dropped off in the driveway as well. And I'm sure you guys have seen them before.
Is that your
what
competition,
is that?
1960s?
Some of them are pretty old, pretty beat up, and they're wood. And what does wood do? It gets moldy and dingy and stinks. So ours are all steel and have a nice coating inside of them to prevent from, germs and things like that.
Wow. That's why you go with American-made. Guy
You're
right
talking
here in San
Jason's
Diego.
language when you start
This is my
talking
stuff.
local.
You know me. I love local,
Here
Kyle,
he goes.
right?
Here goes
Yeah.
the rant. Go for it, Jason.
You
Go
know,
for it.
Well, again, we live in San Diego, one of the most beautiful cities. I've done home loans at 13% when values were going up. I've done home loans at 3% when values were going down. It's not the rates. It's the jobs. We got to keep jobs local. We got to support local companies. And when you go online, when you're going with companies outside the area and definitely outside the country, you're not helping your community. That's going to be a direct impact on your home values, on your schools, on your police, your firefighter, the streets, everything. People forget that. Everyone wants to save a buck, and they're going to end up putting themselves other jobs. That's my rant. Stay local. I love San Diego, born and raised. I try to do as much business as I can with local. Somebody gave me a hard time about my Starbucks addiction because it's not quite local.
Right?
You know.
There's some really good local coffee shops.
And, you know,
Better
yeah.
Buzz. Oh,
Better
man.
Buzz, yeah.
Better Buzz.
I'm
is
a
the
berry
spot.
refresher guy,
Yeah.
so it's more of it's more of a tea. So I've got to find something. My wife just wants me to totally drop it all together. So
as long
but
as they
that's one
don't
of the
use a
addictions.
straw, we'll
Oh, man.
we'll
The
be
sippy
okay.
cups now, man.
Yeah, no straw.
But somehow we have all these
Yeah.
bottles, right? We got these water bottles all over.
There's a company that does water in a little box. I think it's, what is the name of that company?
seen it.
I think it literally
Box
is
of
called
water.
like, it's just water or something like that. And
Just
it comes
water.
like in a
Water
milk,
in a box. I think
water.
It's
It's like a milk carton.
yeah. Pretty
And
white,
so- and
is
white
that-
with black lettering.
Yeah.
Everybody's marketing, right?
Yes.
That's the genius in it, right? It's the marketing.
I love it. All right, guys, we're going to head to a break. If you guys have any thoughts of needing some portable storage, you're going to be moving, putting your home on the market, anything like that, we'd love to connect you with Kyle over at MyBox. Give us a call. Shoot us a text, 619-663-7355, 619-663-SELL. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit about the latest with the real estate market here in San Diego. You're listening to Whissel Weekends, AM 1170, The Answer.